What's up guys? So today I want to talk you through one of the exercises that I use quite commonly, and I think it's a brilliant exercise for anyone that takes part in any running based sport. Now I know that generally when we talk about exercises, you guys will be comfortable with things like squats, deadlifts, bench press, all them sort of typical gym exercises. Some of the things that are going to really benefit you are going to be more single leg work, so things that just slightly offset and bias one side more than the other. Again, you think about any sport, deadlifts and things are great for getting that foundation, but then as soon as we start to think about sport, we move one leg at a time, we move unilaterally. So if we can apply that in terms of some of the specific strength training that we're doing, it's going to really help. So again, what we're going to cover today is a B stance deadlift. Basically it's a staggered stance, it's slightly offset. Loads of ways that you can do this, loads of different ways that you can load it, different bars that you can use. But again, if you've not used this exercise in terms of working on hip extension, in terms of working on just general hamstring strength, in terms of lengthening your hamstrings, making sure that you're in control, making sure that you're setting up for any sort of running based sports and you're really protecting those muscles that need protecting by preparing effectively, this is a really good exercise. So with a standard deadlift, obviously we'll set up with our feet aligned. What I'd want you to do with this one is that you're going to actually offset. So realistically, it's going to be basically aligned with your heel. What we're then going to do is bias towards the front of the foot on this back foot. Now the working leg on this is going to be this leg that's flat. That's going to be the thing doing the most work. Again, when we look at deadlifts, you might be seeing some similarities now between a single leg deadlift. Single leg will lift up, but there's a big stability component. That's great. But we're going to struggle to load that particularly heavy. This one is one that bridges the gap. We can load it a little bit heavier, and of course it's going to be something that means you're still working a little bit of stability, you're still working a little bit offset, which is great. So all it's going to be from there, again keeping this leg pretty much straight, we're going to try and really lengthen at that hamstring, drop down and come back up. Now there's different ways that we can load this. So again, dropping down, really mainly sort of loading this and back up. First one that I'm going to show you is with a band. So all you do is underneath that front foot, you get the band, get to a point where tension is going to be appropriate. So let's say you want to be just holding a little bit of tension at the bottom of the movement. So let's say there for me. Again, think about that setup, and it's just going to be dropping down, really lengthen through, and then up to the top. Dropping down, really lengthen through, and then up to the top. Now that can be a great prep exercise, it can be a great assistance exercise. If you want to put it in as a key exercise, you might want to use a weight. Now you can use a barbell, you can use 2 dumbbells. What we're going to do today is just slightly offset it with just 1 dumbbell. And again, just getting you set up, so back foot aligned, weight onto the front leg stays almost straight, and then everything else that applies in your deadlift, still going to be working on that hinge, still going to be working on lengthening as we come down and up from there, pushing through. Coming down, pushing through from there. So again guys, if you've not used this before, if you've not tried that exercise, give it a go. Again, any running based sports, it's a really good prep exercise to really look after your hamstrings, really make sure that you can apply force through your glutes, through your hips effectively. And again, it's just something that will make your training a little bit more varied and prepare you a little bit better for what you need to be doing. Cheers guys.